A seed fell into a crack in the rock. There was no rich soil, no easy path, no favorable conditions. Yet years later, that tiny seed would teach a young boy a lesson that changed his entire life. Seeds in the stone. One day, a young boy was climbing a mountain with his teacher. Along the way, he noticed a small tree growing from a narrow crack in the rocks. Its roots clung tightly to the cliff. Its trunk was bent by the wind, yet its leaves were green and full of life. Curious, the boy asked, "Master, there is so much fertile soil down below. Why did this seed grow in such a harsh place?" The teacher looked at the little tree and smiled. A seed does not choose where it falls, but it can choose how it grows. The boy fell silent. Just then, a strong mountain wind swept across the cliff. The little tree shook violently, but it did not break. The teacher continued. If it spent its life complaining about being trapped among rocks, it would have died long ago. Instead, it searched for every drop of water, every ray of sunlight, and every tiny opening it could find to survive. Years passed. The boy grew up in poverty. At times, he blamed his circumstances. At times, he wondered why he had not been born into a wealthy family. And there were moments when he wanted to give up. But whenever he felt discouraged, he remembered the little tree growing from the rocks. He remembered his teacher's words, and he kept moving forward. Years later, through perseverance and determination, he became a respected teacher known throughout the region. One day, one of his students asked, "Master, what is the secret to your success?" The teacher smiled and replied, "I once learned a lesson from a seed. Where you begin does not determine where you will end." Not everyone is born into favorable circumstances. Some people start with many opportunities, while others begin with very little. But circumstances are only the starting point, not the final destination. What matters most is not where we begin, but how we choose to move forward. Persistence and determination can take us far beyond what we once believed possible. Some seeds grow in rich soil. Some seeds grow through cracks in the rocks. But in the end, what matters is not where they were planted. What matters is whether they had the courage to keep growing. If you had a choice, would you continue blaming your circumstances? Or would you become like that seed and grow from exactly where you are today?